A lot of praying.
Smudge.
I smudge.
What is smudge?
Smudge. So you grab your sage and you burn it, you light it, and you smudge the air. And so they would do that constantly.
Just to clean
and
the
at night
space,
you clean the space, and then they do it every night. Winona's son would come in and smudge, and just so you could go to bed with like clearing your head,
yes.
and then you start again. And it was just they were just such cool people. I was like, just really, really neat people.
I'm sure they felt the aloha coming, like, wow, look at these two wahines come from Hawaii, and they just come wreck shop in the fucking kitchen, and they just pounding.
Well, we were supposed to be in a teepee, so they had a teepee for us, and then her Winona's son said, "Where are you from?" I said, "Hawaii," and he's like, "Nah, take my trailer." He's like, "You won't make it." So he slept in the teepee and gave us his trailer. And the trailer, oh my God, thank God. I was freezing even in the trailer. I'm like, I don't think I could have taken the teepee. I would have been dead. But people were sleeping in below zero. They come in the morning being like, oh God, it was like 20 below in my teepee last night. And I'm like, I know we were at least like probably 50, 60 in the trailer.
That's crazy. Okay, so North Dakota.
Yeah.
You're in North Dakota.
Yeah.
I've been to Whistler, and I spent a lot of time in Chicago. I have not experienced cold like that before.
Oh, it was miserable.
-50. I think the coldest I've been in is like -20 with wind.
Probably me too. That was probably the coldest I'd been, like in Whistler snowboarding was about, if you're really cold. But -50, so you cannot be exposed at all. And so your gloves, you had to have goggles, face mask, and then goggle, and then you had to have your mouth covered. Kristen, who I went with, took her fingers out of her gloves because she wanted a picture. She got frostbite. Not bad, but like she still to this day says they're numb. She can't feel her fingers, like at the very tips of them. That's how scary. That's how scary.
Wait. Choto mate.
Yeah.
One, just to go do this, and then she put her gloves back on, and she has a little bit of frostbite on her finger.
Yeah. Well, not a split second. She took it out for a few seconds.
To take the picture.
Because to take the picture and all that. But yeah, that fast.
Oh, my brain has just splattered across these gray walls.
Yeah.
What the hell? I feel like a Uzi just came right to my temple and just blew my goddamn... What the fuck? I didn't know that was possible.
You've never experienced cold like you have. And I was cooking, so I couldn't cook with a lot of the jackets and stuff, so I'd have to end up taking them off. And then you're moving, so you warm up a little bit. But I was like, in the beginning, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so cold. I'm so cold. I'm so cold. Yeah, it's unbearable. Oh, and can you imagine in those temperatures?
But it's sunny.
No. Yeah, people were going in the hospital. Yeah, people were being seriously hurt. And these are people, I was there. These are peaceful people that were praying. And then they come and squirt them with water. They're shooting them with rubber bullets. It was awful. And I picked a good time. I don't know good time or not, but right after I got there is when they were all arrested. So Granny Redfeather, if you Google her, is famous. I mean, she's been fighting for her cause for years. She is such a powerful woman. But she's like 80 some years old, and she weighs probably 80 pounds. But they had just thrown her in jail, and she was showing me the scars on her hands where they zip tie you. So they took all the women, and they not only arrested them, but they wrote numbers on them with marker and stripped them down naked, and then put them in dog kennels.
What the fuck is going on?
And how
here?
is that legal?
Crystal. No.
How is that legal?
Please.
And I don't think the rest of the world knew this was going on. But this is what they went through. So I came right after that. And then, so when I was there, it was actually kind of peaceful. And then right after I left is when they got raided again and when everyone got arrested. So I was there during a time when everything was pretty peaceful. But to hear the stories of these people, I was just getting so enraged. While I was there, they did have a leak, and one of the pipelines down about 20 miles away leaked all in the river, because that was the big thing, is these pipelines don't leak. Well, yes, they do.
Wow, listen to that, people.
Yeah, it.
First-hand experience. Oh my god. Crystal, it hurts.
But I was so glad I was there just to experience it and to see it firsthand.
How long were you there?
About 10 days we were there, and I got so sick. I don't really get sick. Like the last time I'd been sick was almost 20 years ago when I got bronchitis. So I've had maybe occasional colds that I can knock out in a day, but I haven't been sick. I got pneumonia. And towards the end there, like before I flew out, I thought I was going to die. I was so sick. And then that pneumonia turned into shingles because my immune system had dropped.
Yeah.
And then I got the flu. Like I was just dying. I was like, this is so bad. And I had a cough for about 4 months after I came back. And during that was so bad, I would almost puke because you cough so hard. I was gagging myself, and then I would end up puking all the time. So the thing is at night you can hear the airplanes flying over the tents with their lights off, and they're spraying poison down on us. But they wouldn't admit to it. They said they weren't. But I've been reading that a lot of those people got tested, and they found poison in their lungs. So I know that while I was there, we probably got poison. So my normal pneumonia or whatever and all that coughing, because we were coughing blood at points, was from what they were poisoning all the people there with.
Holy shit, this is like World War II all over again.
Yes.
This is fucked up because this is their fucking land.
Yes, it was their land. That is treaty land that was given to them, and then it was taken away.
They're not supposed to deny the access to the water to Native Americans. Right. Any indigenous person should have rights to have access to water.
And they were going through their graveyards and all their burial sites. And I know, in Hawaii, that would not stand.
No,
that would be stopped. But the Native Americans have no rights. Like, everything's taken away from them. Like, they don't even exist. And this has happened over and over and over.
You know, the second part of that Vice Stock, the second hour, was about the history of Native Americans. I had completely believed that spoon-fed bullshit that they gave us about Thanksgiving and all that shit that they told us, and that we took care of them. And they got casinos.
No.
I cried.
Yeah.
So hard. I was like...
I get chills. Like, I'm already, just getting... worked up.
We're all about the indigenous people.
Right.
I explained to a lot of my friends and co-workers in the past that live on the mainland that I am not Hawaiian. I live here, I am from here, but I am not indigenous Hawaiian. They're our culture. You are not South Carolinian, right? You refer to yourself as Irish, Latino, or whatever it is. Right. Doesn't matter. But this injustice is sick. It is like they're dropping Cyclone B on people.
I know. It was awful. And
they probably dropped...
So when I came back and got my ancestry results back and found out I was actually Native American, I was like, oh my God, it meant so much more. And I was just kind of proud, all right, I'm so glad I went. But I found out I'm with the Waneno tribe, and our land was all the land that's L.A. and Orange County. That was my native land. So that was very cool.
And well, that's probably why you were called there.
I think so. And I became good friends with, some of the natives there. And I don't know if you know, coming up is Peace and Prayer Day. They do that. It's nationally. They do it every year. It's actually a week of peace and prayer. Everyone from around the world. It's for the indigenous people. And so, and everyone gets together and they pray. I think it's June 21st, but it's that whole week. And so Mauna Kea is doing a big thing. Like all over the world, there's different sites that do this. Well, I have 8 Native Americans from Standing Rock coming and staying with me that week, and I'm going to host them. Of course, I don't know where I'm going to put them. We're going to put some tents up in the yard because I don't think I have a space. There's 8 of them coming, but yeah, it's so good. And Granny Redfeather, which if anyone Google her, she is just an amazing. They have some YouTube videos on her when she speaks, and when she speaks, I spent a lot of nights just listening to her, and I just couldn't stop. I mean, the woman has story after story after story. She's been through everything, but she's part of the Sioux. But yeah, I think it's the Sioux. God, I hope I didn't get that wrong. But yeah, she is just amazing.
For real.
Oh.
For real. I'm moving.
Oh my God.
I'm moving.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been like kind of stressing about it because I already have 6 people in my house. I always take people. I'm one of those people who's like, come stay with me. My husband's like over it. Like, enough, Crystal. Stop letting people stay with us. But I didn't even tell him about that. I invited all the natives. I just told him like a couple days ago. I'm like, by the way, we have 8 people. And he's like, Crystal, where are they going to stay? I'm like, in the yard. I'll put up tents.
We'll help you out. We'll help you out. We'll figure out.
That's awesome.
I think I gotta be at Mauna Kea.
Really?
No.
You should go to Mauna Kea.
I have to be at Mauna Kea. I'm going to Mauna Kea.
Go on the 21st because they're doing huge prayers and it's just Prayer and Peace Day. Look that up.
We'll put it in the notes. We'll get this up way before that.
Yeah.
We'll get this up soon.
Awesome.
This is freaking ridiculous, Chris. I'm so like, okay, I'm trying to be calm and not fill up with rage, but that's, you know, a little bit of practice. But I can't believe that they're treating human beings.
I know. I don't think people realize
don't.
The prejudice that was there. Like, we couldn't even go to a laundromat if they knew you had been at Sandy Rock. You couldn't buy propane. You couldn't, like, the major towns around there are super prejudiced. And see, I look native, and at the time I didn't think I was native, but because I'm so mixed with everything, I have brown skin. Like, there's a lot of prejudice. It's sad.
Just racist, straight up racist.
Yes.
That's not prejudice. That's fucking racist.
Yes, it's racist.
That's fucking racist as fuck. You can't buy propane because you're gonna go feed some people.
Yeah,
that are holding a peaceful fucking protest.
And on Google, like if you put in Google, like when you get off the airplane to try to get to Standing Rock, they changed the Google. They took it off. I don't know how, but you couldn't map your way there.
Shut the fuck up.
They took it off the map.
Google it right now, bro.
Well, now it's probably there again. But if you did it, because we did it and everyone was telling us, they were saying, yeah, you can't find us. We have to show you because they took it off.
Oh my God. Wow. I just can't right now.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Like I said, it's an experience I'll never forget. I'll never forget that. Well, it was sad. Like I felt, I don't know, like my heart was heavy and I was sick. And I don't know, I felt bad for leaving. Like I wanted to stay, you want to do more, but you feel so helpless. Like what can I do? Like I cooked.
But you did enough.
But you know, it's like I cooked, but I don't feel like that was enough.
Without food, they cannot stand out there all day in that fucking freezing weather.
There's some amazing people. You know, there's people from all over the world.
Yeah.
From Norway, there's people from Ireland, there's people from everywhere, and from Europe, all over the world. They were there. Other Hawaiians and people were like,
"Those
we
are
are
brothers
here."
and sisters
yes,
out there.
Yes,
For real, Crystal.
Yes.
Fuck, right on, you Hawaiians.
Well, what's funny, the first day we get there, she's like, "This is Crystal from Hawaii and Kristen. They're gonna cook Hawaiian food," and then I kind of like, oh my God, I don't really cook Hawaiian food. Like, it's not my thing. And I'm like, oh crap. And everyone's like, oh good, what are you going to cook? And then my Nana's like, they're going to cook Hawaiian tacos. And I'm looking at Kristen and I'm like, we don't even have Hawaiian tacos. What's the Hawaiian taco? So the first night they wanted Hawaiian tacos. And so they had, like I said, you can find anything. We had everything you can want in our tent. Yeah, anything like Thai food, any spice, Mexican food, anything you want we had. So we're looking through the pantries, and I'm like, there's Spam.
Shut up!
There was Spam. And then there's pork. And I'm like, let's slow cook the pork. And we shredded it, and we cut the Spam up. So we mixed the Spam and the shredded pork in the meat. And then we got our tortillas, and then we got pineapple. And we had, people had donated canned salsa, like fresh Mason jarred salsa, awesome salsa. So we cut up the pineapple and threw it in the salsa, and that was our Hawaiian tacos.
That's a fucking Hawaiian taco.
I made a loco moco one morning.
I'm sure you could put that on your menu if it wasn't vegan. Yeah. You could just throw it on the menu. And
well, we have regular food in the cafe, too. We have meat in the cafe.
Some holidays would order that. Oh, the fucking Hawaiian taco, Julie. I love it. I love it. I want to get one of those. Yeah, it has that Spam. I saw it on Bourdain.
They love my loco moco, but I was too lazy to try to make rice not using a rice maker.
Oh, that's hard.
So I'm like, so we have potatoes. So we did, and we, you know, you have to cook for hundreds of people. So these are in huge pans.
Yeah.
So I layered the pan. I got the hamburger, you know, cooked that. And we, instead of rice, we just put the potato on the bottom, then the hamburger. And then instead of over easy eggs, I made a whole bunch of scrambled eggs. Put them all on top.
Gravy.
And then I made gravy. And people are like, what do you call this again? I'm like, so loco moco. So yeah, we were just going with it, making. Yeah, I made my first, like I said, rabbit stew. I never made rabbit stew in my life, but it was good.
I love eating rabbit. Rabbit and goat are so.
I had never eaten rabbit, but it was really, really good. And we found venison, and it was like not just regular venison; it was the fillet. Like I think they call it like the strap, like the good part. Oh my! But there's only one little piece. So Kristen and I cooked that up when we were sitting there eating it, and we were like, "Oh my God, this is the best fillet I've ever had in my life."
Yeah, having wild game that fresh.
Yes.
Oh, I can't even imagine. It must be so.
It was amazing. I'm pretty daring. Like I'll try anything, but yeah, we were just cooking anything. But people there were so hungry and they were so grateful and thankful that, you know, they were just eating it all up. And when you're freezing, like the stews were good. Like the rabbit stew, we made a buffalo stew that was really good. It was just yeah, a lot of fun.
So, you feel like the real story isn't out there. You feel like a lot of truths are being hidden.
Oh, yeah.
Good on Vice, yeah?
Yeah.
Good on Vice, man.
Yeah.
Good on them for putting out 2 hours of solid content and running an entire series about this specific issue.
Right.
And the crazy thing is that they were probably shooting it for about a whole year, and then it aired right after Trump denied it.
Yep.
After it had passed that they were going to shut it down. God, I can't even. I really, like, my heart, my soul, like, my prayers, everything, like...
I know. It just blows my mind how more people... There's a lot of people against the Standing Rock and against what they were doing, you know, and they were like, I don't know why they're doing that. What's the big deal? And it's like, this is water. This is our earth, and this is what part of the whole hiking thing is that we've got to take care of our earth. This is Mother Earth, and this should be everyone's number one. We should take care of this earth because it's not going to be around, and we don't treat it right, it's going to go, and everyone should want to do it, and it blows my mind how more people weren't behind that. And, you know, now we have a pipeline going through water, and let's just see what happens, but it's frightening.
It's definitely frightening. Oh my God. It's...
You know, I think my tent living, I lived in a tent for 2 years when I was growing up. My parents were hippies, and